Hey guys, NZ Blokes Test Drives here, I'm Nick.
I'm Moppie. We've got the brand new BMW X3. We're down here at Silo Park. Beautiful Auckland weather.
Yep, this is pretty much X3 territory, so I think we should take it for a drive. Maybe take it through Ponsonby?
I think so. Couldn't think of a better place to drive it with the heater on.
Let's do it.
So what do you think of the sport mode versus the comfort mode, the difference between them?
Oh, you do notice a hell of a difference when you put it into sport mode. I mean, if you got it driving around in comfort, which is good for fuel and all of that sort of carry on, you know, it's your basic run-of-the-mill SUV, but you crank it over to sport mode, put your foot down, you notice it, eh?
It goes, doesn't it?
It puts you down.
Yeah. It holds gears, it gets more aggressive, the steering sharpens, it becomes a real lively, fun-to-drive vehicle.
Yeah, which is actually quite impressive given the size and the weight, and it's not a huge motor.
It's a 3-litre turbo diesel.
Yeah, which is not huge.
Makes 320 horsepower and 440 odd pound-feet of torque.
That's not bad. I do like the steering wheel.
I like the
as far as steering wheels go.
I'm just going to reach out and touch the steering wheel because we're sitting in traffic and we're stopped. Yeah, the guy in front of us just gave us a real funny look on the rearview mirror.
Did he?
Yeah. Eco Pro mode is really cool. You sit there and it goes against all intuition, but you're trying to get the best economy out of the car. It's actually a fun way to drive the car when you're sitting in traffic and you're driving somewhere where you can't drive fast.
Do you play chess?
No.
It just sounds like sounds like something that would interest a chess player.
Sport mode, on the other hand...
Sport mode's all about me.
Sport mode goes.
You notice quite a lot of difference, though, when you flick that button over, don't you?
It's a big change. The car gets sharper, firmer, the throttle gets more responsive.
For dynamic driving. I'm dynamic. I'm a dynamic person, so obviously sport mode is for me. And we just got a green light.
Dynamic? Go. Like, what happened then?
Seriously!
You just got beaten by a Volkswagen Beetle at a green light.
Cruising along in Eco Pro on the motorway, I don't know, I just find it like you can put your foot down a fair bit and it'll sort of start wafting.
Yes.
But it just feels really vague.
Yes.
The throttle response and the engine feels very vague.
Part of that making it comfortable and economical. So it encourages you not to drive fast.
I like driving fast.
Well, then put it in sport mode.
Alright. See, instantly, engine note changes, the revs pick up, it feels...
The suspension gets firmer.
There's more throttle response.
Yeah. It's pretty clever.
That is actually, yeah, it is quite a nice button you can press, and it completely changes the car.
Changes the whole dynamic.
It changes your driving experience.
Ooh.
We read the brochure. What does impress me about this car is that soccer mums aren't going to care because they're going to be dawdling on the outside lane at 85k anyway. But if you put your foot down and you want to get that 80k to 110k for passing, it can do it.
It goes really well, absolutely. This is the kind of car you buy for your wife so that she can shuffle the kids around during the week, but on the weekend you steal it. You put it in sport mode and you go for a drive and you enjoy it.
No, I think basically what it is that if you're roped into driving this to drop the kids off at school, you drive it there in comfort and then you drive home in sport mode.
Now you're talking.
And you go the windy roads.
Absolutely, and you make the most of it.
Yeah, because this car will do it. I mean,
it'll go. There's some, you know, there's actually some serious acceleration there.
And it is quite impressive how they've brought across the ideas of how the sport gearbox actually works. Like 8-speed gearbox, who needs that? But they're all there, which means you do get to play with the flappy pedals more often, which do work.
It's a little bit the whole going up and down, and then you up, down. It's a lot of work for your hands. But to be honest, you don't really need to drive it in manual because the ZF 8-speed is in a lot of cars. It's a very popular gearbox. I think this is probably the best implementation of it that I've ever driven.
We're just going to test out the four-wheel drive system.
cool things about this car are the cameras all over it. One at the front, one at the back, one under each wing mirror, and they give you this fantastic display. And it makes parking the car, backing up, even little things, getting into your garage, anywhere maneuvering in a tight space, makes it so much easier.
It's like playing parking assist games on your phone, because it's like that top down. Yeah.
That top-down view, yeah.
Makes it really easy. Like, it's actually impressive how good it is.
I think it's one of the best pieces of technology in the whole thing, to be honest.
Why the hell did we come to a mall during school holidays?
Because, my friend, we are driving a BMW X3, and this is where SUVs go during the school holidays.
They've done a nice job in the interior. It's typical BMW. There's nice leather. They've made nice surfaces to touch. It's well laid out. You've got your dual climate control, so you can be cool and I can be hot.
Which we are at the moment. Nice use of brushed aluminium. It is it's a high-end European car, and it feels like it.
Nice comfy seats, which after a few K you get your ass groove into. Perfect.
Heated, comfy seats.
I'll turn your one on.
Thanks, mate. I feel like a hot ass.
Fuck, turn mine on.
It's actually really cool if you haven't had passengers in the car that aren't familiar with it. Turn the heated seat on and see how long it takes them to comment on it.
Right, I'm going to go for the 80 to 110 pass by putting my foot down in sport mode. Whoop! Oh, you get to 110 really quickly.
And that actually pushed me back in my seat. That was some proper acceleration. Like it's holding the gear.
Yeah, that was holding it really high as well. Yeah. That's good. It held it for quite a while. Oh, my seat! Oh, oh, my ass cheeks just got toasty.
So this comes with a concierge service.
Yeah, it's quite good actually, isn't it? Because you just ring up the people on the hands-free and it replaces the job of actually trying to Google something on your phone and punch it into Google Maps. This does it all for you and throws it straight onto the navigation system.
No.
Welcome to BMW Connected Drive. This is Anne. How can I assist you?
Yeah, hi. I was just trying to get some directions to the closest BP gas station.
Sure, no problem. Well, the closest one, but it doesn't indicate here that if it's open or not. The BP, if you're particular with the BP station, is at Khyber Pass Road. It's 2.8 kilometers from your current location.
Fantastic.
Alrighty. So anything else that I can be of help, sir?
No, that's it. Thank you.
There's also a phone number. Yeah, there's also a phone number there, so you could call if they're open or not before heading there. Alright?
No, that's fine. Thank you.
You're welcome, and you have a great Sunday. Bye. Take care.
Bye.
And it's a subscription service. It's free for the first 3 years when you buy the car.
Yeah, it comes included in the price, and then if you want to renew it after 3 years, or you're buying a car where it's run out, I think it's about $600 and something for the base package. This car has an SOS button, and you can press that SOS button, and you ring the same call centre that the concierge is at.
If you crash this car hard enough, it will automatically put an SOS call through to the call centre, and if you do not respond to them, say you're unconscious, they will call an ambulance and send it to your location.
The little things.
That's those nice little touches. But you can also use it if you see an accident, if you need to call for help for any reason, you press that little red button and it goes through to the call centre, and you can either tell them what you need, or if you don't respond, they will just send the police and an ambulance and whatever is needed to help you out. So if you see a car crash in front of you, you can hit that button and then go and help people, and you know an ambulance will be on its way. So who's going to buy this car?
Soccer mums. No, that's probably a little bit unfair. I mean, it's a soft-roader, so, you know, it's not a huge car. So, I mean, it is kind of at that end of the market, you know, 2.4 children and a dog and, you know, stuff like that. I mean, you do have the space for kids and the dog in the back.
I can see it being driven by mid-level executives.
Why wouldn't you then get the sedan? Or even the estate?
Because some people like the whole feeling of being up high and being able to look down on everybody else.
So that's just people that want to be better than everyone else. I mean, if you're going to drop $100,000 on a car, I mean, that's a big statement.
You generally are better than everyone else if you're going to drop $100,000 on a car.
What if you drop $1 million on a car?
Then you go and buy a Bugatti Veyron.
Well, I was going to go for an Aventador Spider, but that's cool.
I'll actually take a Pagani Zonda.
So that's been the BMW X3.
Good solid German engineering. Would you buy one?
No. But I think that what they've done with jacking up a standard 3 Series, given that the 3 Series is probably one of the best cars in its field, I don't think that they've really achieved anything amazing with it. But I think the thing that it has taught me is how much I miss being in a really nice high-end car, because there's just nothing as awesome as a BMW on the roads these days.